Hello, we're on our way to Parliament. This is us live on the tube, and I've just managed to take us from Paddington to Edgware. Now we're going back from Edgware to Paddington to Victoria, because I'm silly.
Louise is the VP for Community and Welfare. Hi, and Colin is the President.
What?
And I am an NUS delegate. So we're here in Parliament
Saying no to hidden costs.
We're going to be lobbying our MPs
For improved support for postgraduate students.
to enhance bursary provisions.
And to call on MPs to come clean about student funding.
Hey, so I'm in Parliament with Colin and Charlie. It's a really exciting day because I've never been here before, and we are waiting to meet our MPs. We've got 4 lined up, and we're basically going to be kind of grill them about what their thoughts about student funding.
We're about to have our first meeting with Conservative MP Charlotte Leslie.
The reason we're here, of course, is to lobby for change to make students' lives better at our own institution, as well as institutions around the country. We're going to be lobbying to eliminate hidden course costs for students when they get to university, lobby for improved bursary support for those students who need it most, and a range of student issues, including a big one at the moment. We're going to try and get a commitment for MPs to call for a publicly funded loan scheme for postgraduate students, so that students can access postgraduate study based on their academic credibility rather than the cost of the course.
So let's go.
MPs need to start putting students first. So this is really why I'm here, in terms of welfare, in terms of funding, in terms of disabled students not being able to access education anymore.
Hello, I'm Christina Yan. I'm your very happy, enthusiastic, energetic international student officer from NUS. And I was very privileged to join all the very important officers here from UWE and a very important delegate here to, lobby the very important, #MP sometimes, to talk about why it's so important we need to, campaign against the whole idea about £9,000 fee.
Okay, so we're now about to go and head down to the rally. We've seen 3 of our MPs in Bristol. We've seen Jack McBresty, Charlotte, Leslie, and Kerry McCarthy. So 2 Conservatives and a Labour MP. Very different responses from some of them, even between the two, the Conservatives and the other Conservatives. So really interesting feedback to give back to you. But yeah, next up we've got a rally. We've got some inspirational speakers, so we're going to go and check it out.
So we're walking now to the rally.
On Erasmus Street apparently, which I don't know is right or not.
Are you having a good day?
I'm having a really good day.
And Louise, Community and Welfare?
I'm having a really good day, yeah. Looking forward to meeting everyone, finding everyone again. We seem to be a bit on our own.
Oh, yeah, no, we want to go down that way.
And we are lost on our own.
Are we a bit lost?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
So we've had a great day so far. The rain has just stopped and the sun is beginning to shine. Oh look, it's a rainbow! I think we're on track now. Do you reckon we're actually there yet? I mean, like,
Lost to be
completely lost. Oh, there it is!
The next thing that UK are going to do is called the Great British Street Party. So on May 26th, we're calling for people to hold street parties in streets near them, which is about celebrating these institutions that we're defending, remembering why we're fighting for them, and being visionary about where we're going and why we're going.
I'm the Vice President of Higher Education for the National Union of Students. Today was all about lobbying members of Parliament to come clean on fees, to get their views and to actually get them to understand the issues, not just about the fees, but the implications in terms of going to university on hidden course costs, for example, for postgraduate and access to postgraduate, and the fees around all the issues to do around postgraduate, and how access has been restricted a lot more because of the impact of fees. It's been great to see students all across the country challenging them MPs and getting them to come clean on their views on their fees.
is a really important day. This is democracy in action, and I know you've all been lobbying and educating your MPs today, and not just actually about the education system, nice timing for the weather, but also actually about democracy. The government didn't do the minor courtesy of putting what they're doing to our education system to the electorate. And even now with the higher education bill which they promised, which despite students being burdened with an intolerable amount of debt, you'd at least have some protections, and the fact they've even kicked that into the long grass is just another example of the contempt that this government has for the democratic process value.
Jo Johnson from Leeds Met. It's been a really good day. I'm really glad that I was able to come down. Despite sort of not having thousands of us here, we've managed to reach over 200 MPs today.
I'm Rachel, I'm a current student at LSE, and I think one of the best things about today has been students having the opportunity to actually educate their MPs on stuff, because it was quite frightening, as although the government's pushed it through, neither government MPs or the opposition really understand actually what's happened, the detrimental impact of an 80% cut to the health teaching budget and also night ground fees.
I don't need to tell you guys why today was so important. You were in the rooms when MPs were challenged with what they're doing to our education sector. You saw their faces when, even when the words might have said they think you've got it right, the faces told a very different story. You managed to reach over 200 MPs today. You managed to educate them, and not just the headline around £9,000 fees, but everything that goes with that, everything that the lack of public funding in our system is creating. We were creating institutions where the poorest students study get the least spent on them. A coalition of Liberal Democrats that have created the inverse of the pupil premium. The look on their face when they realise that far from opening access, they've created a system that takes money out of students' pockets from bursaries and puts it into fictional fee waivers, just so the Treasury can subsidise their deficit and their lies about what we can afford in a civil society. You would have saw their faces when you explained to them that not only has their systems created institutions trying to spend the least possible on students, but we also now have institutions that have cut their unit price and also haven't got places back. Cuts across the board, the number of students going to university will fall. This is all far from the rhetoric of propping up the idea of tuition fees. The idea that it's meant to deliver choice for students. It's done nothing of the sort. It's shut it down. It's meant that those from the poorest backgrounds get the least out of their education, and it means still we pay through the nose in hidden course costs and bursaries that are no longer in our pocket. Well done on today. Thank you for coming here. The next steps are going to be hard. We don't have a parliamentary lever, but that doesn't mean we can't make enough noise that this does get the attention that it deserves. Thank you for coming. Safe journey home, and look forward to seeing you soon.